Thank you. I have to begin this with a disclaimer. I'm on medications, muscle relaxers, prednisone. Tom Cruise took all my money and I'm still trying to get him. No, I'm humbled and I'm very upset at Jose Andres for sucking up all the charm in the room. I can't get anymore. I now have to audition for campaign manager of Jose Andres for president of the world. Yeah, how do you follow that guy, you know? And I thought I was gonna give him some tips on, how to connect with the audience. Good luck. Yes, good evening. Thank you to the Federation, the Hispanic Federation, which we've heard of, and I will reiterate the impact and the importance and the significance of. To the leaders in this room of all kinds, business leaders, community leaders, artistic and cultural leaders, to the families, to the dreamers and the live streamers, the fighters, the all-nighters. Yeah, thank you. But enough about me. How do you like my work? I mean, who wants to hear an actor talk about himself? So I'm just going to reflect a little bit about the impact of a Lifetime Achievement Award. I guess it's all downhill from here. Is that I hope not. I'm still working on some very nice things that are going to come up soon. But in the meantime, I'm grateful because I don't like to rest on my laurels. My mother always taught me, if you're not swimming upstream, you're getting carried away. Mami, que paz descanse. And my mother is the reason I am the human being I am, with a lot of genetic help from my father's temper. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, a Lifetime Achievement Award has a way of making you stop and think about, what you've done. Yeah, I don't like to rest on my laurels, but I thank the Hispanic Federation for forcing me to accept graciously the fact that you guys appreciate much or some of what I've done, and for that I'm, again, humbled. When you've been in this business for a long time, the fact that they consider you for Lifetime Achievement Awards is an achievement in and of itself. Making it is one thing, trying to stay relevant and employed is a whole nother. But it also makes you look back, not just at what you've done, but why you did it and who you did it for. And as for me, it's always been for us, for all of us. I'm an only child that has always been looking for that embrace and acceptance from my incredibly growing and dysfunctional larger family, extended family, the human race, that starts with everybody, and then with my nation of Americans, but especially with our Latino community. We have to take care of each other. We are each other's keeper. A community that is, for way too long, has been unseen, unrepresented, unheard, often misunderestimated, if that's a word, if you know what I mean. Yet it's never stopped contributing, creating, rising, superando, swimming upstream, because that's what we do, that's how we roll. And so I say the Hispanic Federation represents us in that way so good, because it represents something powerful in this country, not just service, but power, okay? Power to achieve, power to do what needs to be done, not just charity, but opportunity. Through, as you all know, an incredibly illustrious group of over 800 grassroots organizations across this nation and beyond, the Federation lifts millions of Latino families up every single year. Through education, health, immigration support, economic empowerment, civic engagement, environmental justice, social justice, you name it, they're there, they're stepping up, and thank you for stepping in and paying up and helping us continue to do this work. Let's keep that going. Do not stop. Thank you, Hispanic Federation. You show up where it matters the most. When our communities were hit, whether it's like during COVID, the pandemic, no matter what you feel about that, by the way. For seniors, for undocumented families, for farm workers, children living in poverty, and especially when Puerto Rico needed support after Hurricane Maria, where my family is from, and where my mother took the worst turn for her health and was never the same after. Thank you. Thank you for helping. Thank you for helping us help each other, leading the way. So you didn't just respond, you stayed, okay? Committed tens of millions of dollars and helped unlock even more. Because our people deserve not only recovery, but resilience, commitment. That is leadership. That is love in action, not just words. Gracias. Now, I'm especially proud of this shared journey between Hispanic Foundation and the National Hispanic Foundation for the Arts, which some of you may know I had the honor of co-founding almost 30 years ago with Felix Sanchez, Jimmy Smits, and Sonia Braga. So a hand for our compatriots there. We started the NHFA with a simple but urgent belief that Latino talent should never be sidelined, taken for granted, ignored by our entertainment industry. That our stories matter, that our struggles matter, that our characters belong, that our voices must be heard, that representation's not a favor, it's a necessity, it's a duty, it's a fact of life, and we are responsible for that representation. So never stop paying attention, never stop writing your letters, never stop noticing how we are reflected, because it does matter, consciously and subconsciously. And the Hispanic Federation has stood shoulder to shoulder with us in that fight, pushing for inclusion not just on screen, but in boardrooms and in corporate leadership, where the spaces are that the most important decisions are actually made behind the scenes, not just on camera, where doors are either opened or closed. And speaking of doors opening, let's just say the revolving door of life, I've been thinking a lot about full circle moments tonight. Because years ago, as I try to, do my part in taking whatever attention I was garnering through the years, I just felt like, it's fine to get attention, but why not focus that attention where it belongs, which is the people who need help, the people who are overlooked. So I would try to help organizations whenever and wherever I could. If they had a decent cause, why not? And the national, well, I'll tell you a little, I'll go back. Our foundation, we actually had the opportunity of recognizing a young man with a Horizon Award, because we saw this person's potential. His incredible career was already becoming incredible. I mean, this young man was Lin-Manuel Miranda. Lin-Manuel Miranda. And so you can imagine how special it is for me tonight, because our organization was dedicated to helping people show their brilliance, and we picked a winner. We picked a winner. To be standing here on this stage receiving this award from Lynn, he embodies what we need. And what I often say to folks that, let me be really frank with you, I sometimes get exhausted saying the same message. We need more, we need this, we need that, we need. And I've kind of shifted a bit. Instead of demanding representation, I want to command from myself and those around us, become undeniable at what you do, so you don't have to beg for anything. We didn't build Hollywood, so I don't think it's my duty to demand anything from Hollywood. But if I can inspire us to be like Lin-Manuel and others who are undeniably great, then there will be no favors given. It will all be earned. And when they told me I would be receiving this award, Lynn's father reminded our team, the venerable Luis Miranda, the real OG. I just look like one, he's the real deal. The founder of the Hispanic Federation shared something with us. He said that Lynn remembers watching and listening to me as the MC of the second Annual Hispanic Federation Gala. That was over 30 years ago, or around so. So you can only imagine how old I am now. Well, you know what, don't go there. No. Little hair dye, you pay me to cover these gray and I will be whatever age you want. Young at heart, baby. So in closing, because I'm sure those are some of the most favorite words to hear sometime at these things. In closing, what this really tells me, what it really reminds me, is that what we do matters. What all of us do in each of our positions matters, because you never know who's watching. We never know who's reaching. We never know who's sitting in the audience, who's being inspired, who's quietly deciding what's possible for their own life. And sometimes, if we're lucky, we get to see that ripple come back all the way to us like it has tonight. So one of the things I'm most proud of, and it's what I've been able to do for the next generation through NHFA's scholarship programs, just want to say this, we've helped provide over $2 million in financial aid to young Latino students. Future artists, future leaders, future change makers, and through Hispanic Federation's Crear Futuros initiative, you're building something even greater. A generation that will not only succeed, but lead of their own accord. Not following, but leading, inspiring. Not only to achieve, but to advocate. Not only to rise, but to reach back and lift others with them. Because that's who we are. As I said, that's how we roll. We don't climb alone, we climb together. We are in this together, for reals. And if I've learned anything over the course of my career, it's this: success is not about standing solo in the spotlight. It's about what you illuminate for others. It's about our shared humanity. It's about making space, opening doors, changing the narrative, raising the bar. So the next person doesn't have to fight as hard, just to be seen, to be respected. So tonight, I accept this honor not only for myself, but for every artist who refused to be invisible, the Miranda clan, okay? For every student who dared to dream bigger, for every family that crossed barriers so the next generation can stand taller, and for organizations like Hispanic Federation, who remind us that real impact isn't measured in awards, it's measured in lives changed, impacted. So thank you for this honor. Thank you for your work, and thank you for believing, as I always have, that our stories are not just worth telling, they're essential. Buenas noches.